CA.
In the words of George Costanza, that's gotta hurt. That's a horrible way to start a series. How many grand finals have featured a 29-minute map of Counter-Strike? We didn't even get to the halfway mark. We didn't even get 30 minutes of Counter-Strike. It's a grand final, and Astralis have just sent Liquid packing on Dust 2. That was their pick. They thought they had a one-up. They thought they had an advantage, and let's not make any mistakes. Previous in the tournament, our analysts, of course, Chad and Yanko, prior to this, their Dust 2 looked good.
Yeah.
Now they look like the Silver Surfers or whatever that team's called.
See the smile on my face, Alex? See how happy I'm looking here? I'm giddy. Yeah. I haven't loved many things in my life, but the way Astralis are playing Counter-Strike right now, I think I want to get married to them because this is insane.
Yeah?
You don't even need to look at stats in that game.
Okay.
All the finer details of the things that they did were absolutely phenomenal. Poking and prodding the Liquid side, who only really found success in late round mid to Bs versus Na'Vi yesterday. The tactical strikes with the nades were on point. How they had their rotations on the CT side, constantly pivoting, ready for everything that Liquid could throw at them.
Yeah, I think you made a good point, Alex, that we were praising Liquid for their Dust 2 performance, but the key part is they've showed it, right? They played it 2 times in the playoffs, and that means Astralis could go back, and those were some grueling games, a lot of T rounds, so they basically had to exhaust all of their playbook to win those games. And Astralis coming back, as Chad pointed out, they could see some of the not necessarily weaknesses, just points that they could exploit, like the fact that if they go aggressive in the mid-round while Liquid is setting up to go for that execute, that's where they can catch them off guard, get a couple of kills. I mean, they were getting kills there, but they were just getting them as well to start to kick things off to open the round.
Just to build on that, the stat from that entire game, we had 17 rounds of Counter-Strike played, 16 opening duels went in the favor of Astralis, and they were on the CT side, which is where you're normally dictated to. They were the ones who were dictating the pace and choosing where to take the duels. Right? Just to go deeper, they had 2 maps to look at, right? The tendencies Yanko's talking about. Against Mouse Sports, we saw them, and they just defaulted every round, right? They just did their spread. So you automatically learn the timings, the positioning, and how they like to play. That's why they're sitting at mid doors, holding nades out, waiting to know when Twist encroaches to throw the flash for the lower dark guy, right? That's when the nade comes in. Then you have the game against Na'Vi, where the bailout strat to win the game is late round mid to Bs. How do we deal with that? We make sure that they can't have a lot of utility. We make sure that we have map control and information so we can be stacking bomb sites. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 steps ahead of this Liquid team right now, Alex.
But what's so hard for me to process, and it doesn't happen all that often, is just how easy it looks. When you're watching it happen, it just flows. I'm not at any point worried that they're going to lose the round. At one point, it looked like they might win a round, then Magis wins a 1v2, and you're watching it saying, oh, Magis is going to win this. Yeah. I'm in a kind of a state of, this is absurd. Like these rounds, there was one with Device, he got 3 kills, just 1 towards long, 2 crossing towards short, and it didn't look like there was a doubt in his mind or mine that he was going to hit them.
I think it's because the confidence compounds from the team play, right? I mean, Magis is in that 1v2. You might as well make it as he has 1,000 HP, and his opponents are, lined up, and they have 1 HP and Glocks and no armor. That's how he's feeling in that particular situation, right? And that's not a case very often, if ever. And Astralis right now has 5 players who are at the top of their confidence and at the top of their game. Confidence in themselves, confidence in their teammates, right? And that's why they're so difficult to play against. Usually teams miss a step, right? You lose a silly round, and then you spend the freeze time, talking about what happened, and you get into the next round and you're not sure what you're doing. Astralis doesn't seem to, at any point in the game, have a moment where they're flustered, or they don't know what they're doing, or at least they don't have anyone who's going to take initiative.
I find confidence such an intriguing word that we use all the time, in our discussions around teams' pits and troughs. It's all about the way in which they perform and how it's kind of unquantifiable. It's unquantifiable how much confidence you can have in your team and how it affects your gameplay.
I think this level of preparation gives you, outstanding confidence, because the fact of the matter is the game plan is so tight. We spoke about this earlier in the tournament with Astralis. When they go into these scenarios, they have so much confidence in their teammates to do the right job, and they know everybody has such a particular thing to do that you can just zone in on your one task. And then when it comes down to the nitty and the gritty, the clutch situations, those kind of moments where the individuals need to step up, Astralis also have that in spades.
And when we talk about confidence, there is no one probably more confident in the crowd right now here in the Verizon Theatre than I think he's found an Astralis fan.
Yeah, I got an Astralis fan right here, resident Dane. What do you think about this atmosphere, Jacob?
I mean, it's awesome. Counter-Strike in America is also awesome.
That's also awesome. Hey, you guys cool over here? Or?
Oh, yeah, we're just looking for Team Liquid.
Ooh. Oof. Well, with that being said, 16-1 is no short-sighted victory right there. But Jacob, what went wrong here for Liquid?
I mean, everything, let's be honest. The analysis on the desk said it pretty well. I would say it was just Astralis being, once again, showcasing why they're the best team in the world. Everything they do is just to perfection right now, and Liquid is having a rough time.
Well, is there any chance that they take it on Nuke here, Jacob?
I mean, if anything, then Nuke would be the map where I think Liquid has a chance. I think we're going to see a closer game now. Obviously, it can only get closer from a 16-1, right? But I think Liquid have a decent chance of making this one close, and if on any map, it would be Nuke.
I'm pretty sure that Liquid's going to need this crowd to get behind them, though. You guys got a little quiet. They need you right now. Make some noise, Dallas, Texas. Take it away, Alex.
Thank you very much. Yes, indeed. It's going to be a real scary task. I saw a stat pop up as well. We've got some mathematicians back there with their abacuses. And we do see Astralis are on an 8-map LAN Nuke win streak. That makes
Pretty
sense.
nice.
I didn't get the order necessarily correct, but all the information was there.
Yeah, they're doing a great job at the moment. Just shows you how good they are. They can even on a map like Nuke, that should be pretty low on their depth chart. They can have such a dominating score. But you know, I agree with the guys in the crowd. You know, they're looking for Team Liquid on the ground. Liquid is down, but they're not out yet. And I thought Astralis is going to win 3-1, but I was going to give Liquid Nuke because it's a map that Astralis have played a lot recently, right? You can really study some of the patterns that they have on that map in terms of rotations and so forth. And also Astralis, for all their discipline and all their greatness, they are human too, and they do get complacent sometimes. I think we saw it against Mousesports in Sydney as well after a comfortable first map win. They got a bit relaxed on the second one, and Mousesports was able to bring it back. So I think a similar scenario is going to occur here.
I think one of the win conditions that I pointed out for Liquid, just to get rounds on the board, was people making plays. Now, in Dust 2, we saw a couple of instances of people making plays and getting multi-kills in the mid-rounds. That's a positive sign. It means they're hitting their shots. Just they were completely frazzled and out-game planned then and there. They can do it on a map like Nuke, which can be much scrappier, and you're going to be starting on the CT side now. You're going to have a real good chance to get firing on all cylinders. It's not the weaknesses we've seen haven't been, hey, no one's hitting shots. It's when you're starting a round with a player already on 10 HP from nades, or you can't get your game plan rolling because they're one step ahead. That was the issue.
But here's another one for you, and I'm going to kind of try and back you up here, Janko, just a little bit, is that we have been praising Astralis' CT sides more so than their T. Admittedly, everything looks great, but their defensive sides have been where a lot of your praise has been directed. They do start on the T side, and it is Nuke. Is it safe to assume that, we're going to use the usual kind of spiel, Janko, win the pistol, get a good start on the CT side, we could be looking at a 1-1.
It has to be something like that, but I love it. You are right, you know. We have been praising Astralis for their CT side, and that's mostly because when they start on the CT side, we don't get to see their T sides. You know, it's been 12 3s, 13 2s, 11 4s, whatever you like, and then they win the second half pistol and just close it out. But yeah, I agree. That's the way in. That's why I reckon Liquid can take this one. You know, winning the pistol round, getting that confidence going. Liquid is the second team after Astralis who have the best CT sides, right? They have a lot of the dynamic. They're very proactive. They have those different setups that teams are sometimes lacking on Nuke. They only rely on individual holds and making those rotations once you lose the R control. They have a couple of more aggressive setups where they play in your face before you get to Secret. And I think if they win pistol round and have that extra economy to back up those aggressive plays, they can get off to a really strong start on Nuke.
We're saying if they win pistol round. Last time these guys went head-to-head on this map in the tournament, they won the pistol round and then lost the force buy. So the thing is, they need to make sure that they convert, right? We know that they can win these rounds. We know that they look good on pistol rounds throughout the tournament. They just need to make sure that they don't lose a round that needs to be put in the bank, right? The force buy on Nuke is one that should be easier to win than different maps like Inferno or Mirage.
Okay.
You can't get stuck in that anti-force buy, right? Because if you take too much time and you have to go those narrow choke points, people rotating back and forth, like it's going to be a mess. But we always talk about experience, Alex, and experience on the stage, experience in big games, and it's always good. But Liquid also has some, I guess, good type of experience, and they've been in a previous best of 5 where they got whooped by FaZe in New York, right? So they know how it feels like to really get dominated in a final, and they know what mistakes they've made in that game, not to bounce back after the first tough loss, right? So in that sense, they know what they need to change coming into map 2. Doesn't matter if it's Nuke or whatever the map is, but in terms of approach, right? In terms of attitude, coming after such a crushing loss, there's a certain way you need to play the game, a bit more aggressive, a bit more in their face, to stop this bullying from going around.
So they're familiar with this feeling they're feeling right now. That's the nice way to kind of summarize that they've experienced this. And we always say that, Chad, once you learn from that mistake, often you can come back and do better. Your closing thoughts, do Liquid really get this 1-1?
I don't think they're out of it. I think it's going to be a closer matchup than the first one for sure, but I don't think this will be going their way at all. Astralis are looking way too hot right now, and I'm predicting this one to be going in their favor as well.
Way, way too hot. Well, why don't we raise the roof anyway? Stunner said it before. But Dallas, Team Liquid, they are looking like they're wounded. A wounded creature, they need to hear you. Astralis going to be doing what they do best on Nuke now. Let's hope for Henry and Harry's sake that Liquid can put on a show.
I really do hope so, Alex. We need a resurgence here from Team Liquid. We go on to Nuke, and unfortunately that is Astralis' pick, but I agree with the desk. This is a sort of map where they can study Astralis. They can slow things right down, and they start on the CT side here. There are a few good factors here, but it's a fast play towards the ramp from the Danes. Dupree leading the charge, and it's up to Taco just to find one kill and drop back. He's in the perfect position to do that with the USP. They've got one Molotov here, a couple of smokes, and it's up to Taco now to try and find that first kill or just drop back.
Yeah, they're going to go pushing in. Naf going to be good for one. Taco has to find something. He does manage that at least. It's a 3-on-3. And Liquid, they've already rotated a man down into this B bomb site. That's going to be a Liege. Astralis now slowing right down. They've pulled the 3-on-3.
Molotov's going to come into effect here. That's very well played. Ali's lucky to get one there, Harry, actually. But still, the 2-on-2 ensues. No bomb planted just yet. Glaive with that P250 waiting for the flanks. He's going to find one, but his teammate goes down. Glaive being tagged, and surely this is where Liquid run away with the pistol.
Yeah, this is the start they need, the return of confidence. Oh my goodness, Glaive, maybe not. Maybe he's come to crush some dreams today. Bomb goes down one-on-one, and Twist, it's all eyes on you. Normally he's so good in these pistol rounds. To emerge from the vents, he's been spotted. Glaive gets taken down, and that's it, Liquid. They're going to find themselves the pistol round here.
That's just what they needed. Glaive, though, with the shot from hell towards ramp. That P250, you can see why they purchase it. Goes toe-to-toe with the USPs, gives you a player that can take those duels. And there we go. That's what we need from the crowd. Get the home team fired up. Absolutely destroyed on Dust 2 here, but this is a good start now. Need to negate the force buy on the third round, though. Astralis do have the option to buy here if they really wanted to, but I don't think that will be the play. Looks like P250 is going to be brought out up against the FAMAS's MP9s and the shotgun of Nafly. Round number 2 should be quite the convincing victory here for Team Liquid.
Yeah, this is the confidence boost that they need. A chance now to start to pull ahead early on the CT side of Nuke. You couldn't ask for something more confidence boosting. Naf has that Mag 7 out. Going to be holding that over towards Inner. And there is Nitro, I believe, up in heaven right now. He's going to paint up Glaive on the first peek out, finishes him off the second time around. He's even had a man rotate around in the form of a Liege to help him out here outside. Astralis, though, they've been allowed to get by relatively easily. Nitro actually going to go ahead and complicate matters further. Trying to pad those stats. Dupree's going to find him. Liege here to hopefully mop up these remaining kills. He thinks, how have you managed this? He's gone ahead and got 2. That's also a Mag 7 now retrieved.
Yeah, that's not ideal for Team Liquid. He can still win this round. Very unlikely that he does, but we'll see what he can make of it. Twist does find the final kill there, but that was very expensive for Liquid, and the AKs come out now. It farms an extra $900 for Astralis. AK-47s will be brought out in full effect. There'll be smokes, flashbangs available, and Team Liquid with the MP9 fight on a map like Nuke. A FAMAS for Ali's. Nitro will also join him in that department. Astralis looking to bounce back here. This is their map pick, and like the analyst said, they usually do their absolute best work on the CT side, so a chance for Liquid to really sink their teeth into this first half here. If they can win this round and fend off Astralis and their AK-47s, they're onto something special, or force out an eco.
Most definitely. This is also an attempt at the bonus round from Liquid. I think it's important to note. Not given all that much respect the way of Astralis, saying that they did lose quite a few players at the end of that previous round. So money is pretty tight over on the CT side right now as well. Liege down here in secret, going to go edging forward. There's so many bodies on the other side of this smoke. He spots the legs, and he's going to manage one. Trade is there straight away from Device. Nitro falling all the way back in the CT spawn. Going to look to try and keep an eye on the push over here towards heaven.
Well, 4 on 4 with a minute remaining. Still with one smoke, a Molotov available. Device just Clears out the garage area here. Major's watching for any flanks from Secret. CTs just turtling up in the upper bomb site. They have got a player deep in CT spawn as well. That's Nitro playing by the forklift. Actually a very promising position. He just want to get one kill and take the attention away from the site. Oh, he spots one. Device didn't see him back. 35 seconds here. Nitro's positioning could win in the round.
He's let them both go by. And now they've taken control of ramp room.
He's just speed up here though. 20 seconds remaining, nowhere near the bomb site. You can see them right. That's it, down we go. And Taco, all comes down to him. Shooting gallery in front of him. Can he find anything at all? He can't. Taco dropped. And the bomb should be planted here. Very difficult recovery for Liquid, but it all starts here. Twist gets the shot. Can't deny the bomb, but he might be able to find another frag here. Zipex chimes in, and it will be now a 3 versus 2.
Yeah, that flag from Nitro gets nothing done. Naf with the MP9 to try and lead the charge. Does find Magis, but he's not ready for Dupree. Instantly going to cancel this one out. Twist in a 1v2. Dupree doubles down at the very end. And Astralis, they're going to take their first round here in the rifles. And now you look at Team Liquid's economy. I mean, it's a pretty grim picture.
Yeah, it's absolutely true. Might just be the force buy here. Could just be a double eco situation. So yes, I'll bring out the CZs. One Deagle as well for Elige. They purchased up the armor, the utility, and Dupree looking good as ever. What an amazing month he's had of Counter-Strike. Same story for that man on your screen there, Magisk. All 5 of these players just getting better and better. CZs, Desert Eagles. Always going to be a chance to win with those particular pistols, but we'll see what they can do here. Round number 4, there's the first. It's Twist to take down Magis. 5 versus 4. But Zipex looking to answer back here. He's going to be taken down by Taco. Absolutely so. We've got a chance here for Liquid here with just the pistols.
Device wants to try and put a stop to things, but there is still the man advantage up in favor of the Liquid side, and Dupree leading the charge over towards A. Glaive taking control of Secret. Team Liquid, they're turtling down. They're falling back into these bomb sites. They're going to take a bit more of a passive hold. Actually, Nitro does spot out one. Dupree's going to go hunting, and they just miss each other. Their timing not quite there. Dupree still inching closer and closer minute by minute. Dupree not going to find anyone yet. Has control of the ramp room. They're down through Secret, but there's 2 players for Liquid over here in the vents. One of those being Twist. He's been a key player for Liquid. Now about to go blow for blow with Glaive and Device as they try to get this bomb down in the B bomb site. Dupree gonna spot out that first man. That's Taco taking the duel. Glaive gonna go sneaking by in the meantime.
Yeah, this is very well played from Liquid. Just holding up and just trying to bleed out the clock. It's working so far, but Taco's in trouble. Glaive out-positions him here. One player in towards Toxic. That's going to be key. If he can be baited in and deny the plan, that could be enough. Nafly strikes and finds all 3 with the Galil. We thought he could deny the plan, but he takes everyone down. Astralis is too slow there, and Liquid are in this game now. That's going to force Astralis to by themselves. They might just go for Deagle no armor, but a few players so low, they'll be double eco regardless. They will be fully investing into round number 5. I'm sure we'll see the replay from Nafla. Oh my goodness, the timing is just spot on. They even line up for him. It was Twist who opened things up with the CZ and Naf to shut it all down. But now a double scout combo for Astralis, Device and Magis to wield them. Good grenades though. Liquid's taking a leaf out of Astralis' book. Device will do whatever he can here just to find an opening pick. Make things uncomfortable for the CTs. Force a rotation! And that's exactly what he does. Nitro couldn't get going at all on Dust 2. I guess his head removed here in round number 5.
What a start for Astralis. Dupree going to keep pushing on up. There are still players here for him to find. And actually, in response to this, it looks like Twist going to try and take some aggression over into the hut as it mixes there. Flash go through for Taco over here at ramp, so they're cancelling out the outside aggression. Twist going to find that kill onto Zipex, and now Dupree up in the heavens with this one scavenged AK. He's been the talking point for Astralis, but right now it's Device. Oh my goodness, he's done it again. He just dropped Naf. Re-extends that man advantage back in favor of the Danes, and here they go in towards the A-bomb site. Twist has to try and make a stand. He doesn't spot the second man, but there he is. And it's Device 1v3. That round almost goes so wrong. Oh my! What? Oh, so close. Oh. The ball's on that man to try that shot anyway. Liquid, they're going to find a 4th round, but that was too close for comfort, Henry.
certainly was. Device with the scout does find the openings required. They had Heaven control, and Device there hung out to dry after his teammates mowed down by the UMP of Twist. The hero play here, it's an exposed position, but good movement, and that kill especially secured the round. Nothing Device could do at that point. You see a bit of frustration now. These guys look so calm and happy on Dust 2, but starting to be tested as they go into the full eco here. 4-1, Team Liquid with a firm lead, just up against Glocks and 1 Deagle, so almost guaranteed to find the 5th round.
Yeah, this is it. This is Liquid starting to find some confidence, starting to find their footing once again. Nitro's here outside, he's doing damage. Here's him and Elige cleaning up. Device, he's looked very good in these last few rounds, but this time he's going to get silenced straight away. Just Zipex left, only a Glock in his hand. There's no way for him back into this round, and Liquid, they should be finding themselves a 5th here and keeping it pretty clean as well. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, they want to build up their own bankrolls. It's not exactly stable just yet, but keeping 4 players alive at this point, that would help out tremendously. It's Zipex trying to cause any sort of damage he can. Not going to happen. There it is, Team Liquid. 5 rounds on the board on the CT side of Nuke. Astralis with 1. The pause is called, and they can't afford a Device AWP. They're going to have to work for these rounds now. They're not going to be fully equipped. They're going to have to take some compromises. All not required, but certainly beneficial in the hands of Device as Nitro brings it out for the first time. He could not in a barn door the AWP on Dust 2, but Nuke's a lot calmer. You're not going to be challenged every 5 seconds by someone pushing or trying to open things up. He can just play defensive angles here, stop them from committing to areas like Secret or main entrance, fall back, and have teammates to work with here. So I expect him to do a lot better on the CT side of Nuke. Final buys come in. It will be 5 AKs for Astralis here. Using utility with the 5 smokes. A few HE grenades on the T side. We'll see where those end up. 3 of them potentially be dropped as Nitro shows us what he's made of there with the MP9 and M4A4. Round number 7 about to kick off. As you can see, it was Zonic who called for the timeout there just to discuss how they're operating here. They want to go for a set piece. Normally, the smokes go towards outside to veil the cross towards the secret area. You don't have to use it, of course. It's just to take attention away as they go for a fast upper split here. It's Zipex to go in first, but Naf5 the great shot. Now Elige coming in with a flank bump. They're aware. 4-4 for now.
Yeah, lead in the charge here. Going to be Magic's. Twist tries to make a stand, and my goodness, he's found 2. He is going to get dropped. It falls to Glaive once again. 1v2 feels like a repeat of the pistol round. He knows where Taco is up in the heavens. There's a man flanking round as well. That's going to be Nitro with the AWP. And Glaive now just slows right down. There's 1:10 seconds left to play with. Taco's actually gone away and fallen back towards the ramp. Nitro's holding passively. Glaive's got to find this bomb and then he's got to go to work. He has got it. They've given him the A bomb site as well. He's going to be allowed to get the plant here, Henry.
That looks possible. Glaive, 2 versus 1. Goes for the fake plants. Want to see if that baits anyone out. Still has that smoke for another 6 seconds or so at this point. Taco's all the way down towards lower, just confirming it is an upper plant. As Nitro, he'll be waiting by the main entrance. Needs his teammate, the pincer at this point. Taco making noise and might even be buying some space there for Nitro. But Glaive, he gets 1 kill. He's got a great chance of winning this one. It all starts here. Can't get the timings quite right. Good grenade, though. Flashed off as the CT's made their commitment towards the bomb site.
Here he is, tucked away in the hut. He's going to get smoked off. They're on the bomb. They're sticking it. Taco's on it. Glaive goes through, and they line up for him. He's going to find them both. He's dashing hopes and dreams left and right. Astralis, they're going to find a second round, and Glaive, this man is leading by example right now.
That's what Astralis needed here. Liquid, it was going way too smoothly for them. 5-1 up, had the lead in the 2-on-1. They knew where he was. The smoke was perfect, but the timing just eludes them. That should have been their frag. But as soon as the 1 player goes down that's not defusing, that's it. The 2v1's over. They had time to work with there. It was the correct play, but Glaive finds something out of nothing. 5-2 as a pause comes in once more. It will be the forced buy from Team Liquid. The AWP for Nitro again. CZ for Twist. Elige on the FAMAS. And Taco, he must have a gun on the floor, currently wielding the USP right now. Indeed, he's got an M4 waiting for him. But that was huge. Glaive gets him right back in the game. Cool as you like. As the timeout comes to an end. This was Twist saving the day. I like the approach there from Astralis, that fast outside push, dropping the default smokes to force a rotation, maybe get players down towards lower, then it is dropping off the main entrance in towards the bomb side there very quickly before the CT team have a chance to react. They held it off well, had the advantage, but couldn't close out the round. And here we go, both teams limited. You can see, even after winning the round, Astralis have one player on a pistol, Device on the UMP, and Dupree on a Galil. Both teams so weak financially. I'd even potentially give Liquid a slight upper hand considering they have the orb.
Yeah, this is such an important round. It's effectively a 2-for-1. You're going to be resetting your opponent's economy. Nitro, with that orb, he's down in secret, looking outside. Glaive just backs away, so there's no one there for Astralis. They're setting up, heading in over here towards ramp. Flashes now come on through. There's Dupree with the opener onto Taco. And he's going to fall at the first hurdle. They hop on down. Elige is going to arrive here a little bit late to the party, so he can't find any joy as they head down into the B bomb site. Naf going to get toppled. Bomb plant will come through. 3 versus 5 in the retake. And Nitro now falls. That's the AWP gone as well. You imagine the save call has to come in here. Henry, what a fast round from Astralis.
Oh, the bomb goes down. It looked like Twist might have denied it. He's going to find a couple of kills there. This one's not done just yet. 3 versus 2. No kit available, but frags coming in. One planet in the smoke for now as Elige starts to help out. This could fall apart for Astralis. Glaive down to 13 HP, and Elige will go for it.
He's all on his own. He's all on his lonesome. 1v2, the bomb ticking down, no kit, and he's going to back away, Henry. It's sad. It looked like something could have come through. Some sort of heroic play could have happened, but it's not meant to be. 3 kills between Twist and Elige at the very end. Astralis will find a 3rd round. Money's still kept relatively low here for the T side, but for Liquid, they've got nothing.
Yeah, that's the massive problem. Sure, you get 3 frags there, make it uncomfortable, but you're full eco next round regardless. So it's likely that 5 players from Astralis will survive the round, but Elige does take the M4, so not all is lost. All it takes is 1 rifle to find a couple of kills, CZ to chime in, and it can fall apart. And the CTs are force buying again, Harry. I don't think that's the correct call. It's audacious, it's quite early on, and still with the lead, maybe not the worst outcome for them. We'll see though. 1 M4 for Mass and 3 CZs. Maybe Astralis won't predict it and go for a Hail Mary, play like a rush upper. We shall see. They're going to go for a vent dive potentially here. The smoke is down, they've naded out the door. But it doesn't look like the best setup. They might just have to hold up. They bait out some CT utility. Down to these CZs, you can hear the AKs just gunning through towards ramp. Trying to find that first pick. It was Dupree that had such a lovely pre-fire towards Taka before. And in terms of ramp presence, he's the only player there again. Can't really challenge. Only with that pistol has to drop down.
Yeah, he has to back away. There's so many players coming his way, and you kind of feel for him here. The CZ in hand, this is its ideal range, but with so many bodies about to be thrown into him, can Taco get anything done? There's the first kill. Maybe a second. Damage done on a Glaive. The trade's there straight away. 4 on 4. Actually, Device and Magis now putting in work as well. And suddenly, well, it is the 2 golden boys still alive for Liquid. And Naf's going to make things a little bit more tricky. The bomb does go down. Hiding inside of the site, that's going to be Device damage done. Instead of trade, he's going to find them both. So, damage inflicted once again, but the force buy does not pan out for Team Liquid. Astralis move on to a 4th, and now finally Liquid are going to have to take this eco.
With about 3K per player and $2,400 coming into this round, I really think the call was just use the M4, maybe get some P250s, go for a stack, try and like a nade stack outside, something like that. That CZ purchase really wasn't that compelling for me. And you can see this is what they're going for now. They've got 3 HE grenades on the CD side. That's what they should have done with the M4. Try and set up some damage, and this could be a problem. We'll see where they deploy those HEs. As they do it outside, yeah, so 3 grenades. That would have been perfect last round, I think, as Dupree opens things up. Mac 10 in hand. It's going to be Twist and Taco chiming in here. This could fall apart, you know. Not a force buy, but the damage is being inflicted. Recovered well, though, by Astralis, and even more so as Glaive takes out Naf.
Taco with just an MP7 to his name. 3 bodies to find. Any kill he gets is worth good money. He's been spotted out, though, by Glaive, and Glaive has not missed a beat this entire first half. There we go. He's going to find Taco at the very end. Astralis now tying things up 5-5, but the buy is now able to come in for Team Liquid.
5-5. A sobering moment. Liquid were 5-1 up, and Astralis just turned up the heat. Well, Glaive did. He began the process. He preheated the oven. He got that 2 versus 1, and it's been nothing but success for Astralis since then. AWP out for Device for the first time. Nitro doesn't have it. 6-8 for him so far. More frags than he managed to put up, and does too. But still a lot of work to do here. One defuse kit, that's on the utility belt of NAF. And a slow default now. No smokes deployed just yet for the T side. Just working outside with the AWP, seeing what's available for device here. In terms of the outside presence, we haven't really got much at all. And just going to be Nitro who's holding towards the windows. Just with the M4, that's really playing for intel. It's unlikely he finds a kill at that range. He doesn't really want to commit to it. As soon as he sees presence, he's get the intel, cause for a rotation. And at this point, we'll see maybe the smoke's being deployed by Astralis. Could go for the upper execution. Haven't really seen that from them yet. Glaive, this is one of his calling cards. Him solo down towards lower, just investigating, making things uncomfortable for the CTs. We'll see whether he does encounter anyone just yet. No one rotating from what I can see. NAF will have to be the player to do it as he gets close to the vent.
Yeah, they are going to start to go down. Ooh, crowd rallying behind Liquid. They're feeling good right now in this round at least, and they still have plenty of utility to fend off any approach as it does look to come through. Astralis with Dupree on the entry. No one here to challenge. Up from Taco, and he's going to fall. The trade looks to come through. Dupree doing so much damage, but then there's Nitro. Back into the 4-on-4. Glaive slipped into the back line to find a leash, and that's that B bomb site crumbling down once again for Team Liquid.
20 seconds, though. There is a chance I could deny the plan, Harry. That's going to be the main objective at this point. NAF's got to do it. And unfortunately for him, it's just perfect from Astralis. Not making any mistakes here. Counter-strike perfection is being realized at this point. 4 versus 3 as Magus gets one of the penultimate kills. It's going to be Twist and Nitro. Especially Nitro on low HP. I think the only option here is to save as they give up the lead 6-5. It felt so promising. But now on the CT side of Nuke, this actually is quite bad news. It's a very CT-sided map, and the hopes and dreams started to dwindle. Zipex is watching the exit, guaranteed kill there, I'm afraid. Nitro drops. In terms of loss bonus, will be maximum into the next round of 1 M4 saved. I don't think they should force so. They've really had some rough rounds. Twist, he'll get the AWP. If he gets that, I would say there's probably a chance they do go for the force, but Zipex shuts it down. And it will be 6-5. 5 rounds in a row for Astralis.
And this is where things get scary. I mean, Liquid, you know, they started to chain together rounds. You saw the Astralis guys started to look a little bit frustrated, and now they're getting back in that comfort zone, Henry. Liquid really need to bring something to the table sometime soon if they want to stay in this one. It is still early days. There's a few more rounds left to play around with here for their CT side. They've gone once again, this time for a partial buy. Scout out for a leash. CZ's on the rest of the gang. They can field the buy in the next round.
Well, Team Liquid will have to apply some pressure here, but they're just taking bullets instead. Zipex and Dupree with very quick opening frags. 5 versus 3 before we could even get going with the round. 1 smoke available for the CZs, but at this point, Astralis know they've bought themselves a good 40 seconds of just operating as a unit. Glaive finds another. That's Taco dropping towards the windows. Another clean sweep here. The money's just going to be out of control for Astralis after this round. Twist has been good for frags so far. Twist actually has 15 kills, Harry, at 8 deaths. He's trying everything he can, but still, they're 7-5 down.
Interestingly enough, Liquid choosing how to break out this double orb setup. NAF and Nitro going to be donning those. Now we see Nitro, he's been playing over towards Heaven, more passively over towards that ramp room. Maybe this is their chance to maybe switch things up, try and catch Astralis unaware.
The thing is with double orb setup, as soon as it's detected, that's when it's very easy to counter. You start doing upper executions at that point. It can work there for a couple of rounds. I'm not a fan of it myself on CT side of Nuke, but I guess desperate times call for desperate measures. See what you can do with it. You've lost 6 rounds in a row now. Maybe NAF flying with the AWP, and the upper bomb site is going to work out for them. We missed him. It was actually a beautiful shot through the smoke as Zipex went for the dive. And now they have the advantage. NAF goes down towards lower. He's going to be with Nitro, both orbs down the lower side. You don't see that every day as Elise chimes in. This is looking much better for the CTs. But Glaive, so strong right now. 16 kills to his name, but that should be a kill for Nitro. And looks like the round will be going in their favor as well.
Just Glaive and Magus left alive. Again, headed towards the A bomb site. There are players here. One of those going to be Twist, and he's looked so good, so he gets forced off the angle. Magus, though, going to answer back with a frag on a Taco. Twist looks to try and save things, and Magisk, 1 versus 3. He's been such a talking point for everyone when it comes to this Astralis roster. He's been getting better and better with every game they play.
Indeed he has. It's unlikely he wins this round, Harry, but every kill he gets is so important. The money is still in tatters for Team Liquid. They're now going to lose that loss bonus with the success of this round. They need to try and keep as many players alive as possible. Magus knows it. He knows that his percentages are not great. He's still got a bit of time, though, 30 seconds. Wait for a mistake to be made. Will they outplay themselves? Right now, it's a resounding no. They're being very patient, waiting for him to commit to the plant. This is big for Liquid. They need to make sure everyone survives. Magus gives his position up. And they should be able to take him down here. Good Molotov, but he's going to push into them. Looking for the headshots with the flashbang! It's spot on. Surely he doesn't get two here. Nafly drops, and that could have been disastrous. But they will win the round. Plenty of money for Astralis and Team Liquid. I'd say they need to win out at this point. They can't afford to lose the half on the CT side of Nuke. 2 players survive. Round number 14. Need to start posting consecutive rounds here. The all power for Nitro again. I don't think they have the double orb setup. They do not. Here's Nafly. This is a shot we didn't quite catch. You can see how beautiful that was. Just sees the boots of Zipex as he went for the Venn dive there. Into round number 14 we go. Or for Device, he'll hunt towards outside, of course. Boots it up. They use that smoke to look above. And it's Nitro towards the ramp this time. In terms of outside presence, not much actually. Just a lead who's going to be towards lower. And he'll be posting himself up in secret to try and slow down this default.
Device is outside with the AWP though, and he's looked pretty crisp throughout this entire event. Unleash isn't going to go any further forward, and that might be the wisest decision as he just sits and waits. For Astralis, much slower round. Liquid have actually started to break the bank. This one poises a team on the verge of being reset. Naf, the first man to fall though. Casualty for Liquid. No response just yet. Nitro going to be able to try and give it, but it's Taco who does go down. Twist answers back, but he's going to burn in the Molotov in this round. Here comes Alige. He might be able to save things. 1 versus 3. They know where he is. They have him stuck here, and he's actually going to be able to miss that smoke. It falls down into the vents. He has to start to back away.
I don't think he'll be able to do much with this one. 40 seconds, though. Alige considered one of the brightest talents within the North American region. They need him more than ever at this point. FAMAS in hand, looking towards the main entrance. He spotted the barrel of Device there. Surely gets the shot, but Device too quick, too aware of the possibilities. That's going to be them winning the half at this point, completely shutting down the money of Team Liquid. And what was a 5-1 lead for the North Americans is looking likely to be a 9-6 finish for the Danes. There's Magus using the door, takes down Naf, and it's just going to be CZ Harry for the final round of the first half. 5 of them to be exact. 1 defuse kit, a slight bit of utility, 2 smokes and flashbangs. That's about it. And the dizzy highs they were feeling at the very beginning of this half have been firmly shut down. Astralis would have to make a huge mistake to give this round up, but they have got the double orb set up on the T side of Nuke. That's not really a thing. They might be punished for it, but Dupree, he's saving the day.
Yeah, he's just going to keep pushing forward. Device answers back with 1 more. Here's Taco. Over at ramp now. He's got an AK to work with. Naf is outside as well. He's going to be darting in through secret. The bomb's actually behind him on the back of Glaive. If he hears this, he could catch them. Rotating down towards B with the bomb. Magiska's already cleared out the vents. He's going to hear Glaive. If he gets this kill, this round is possible. That's the bomb drop, AWP picked up, and now Naf. He looked so good with the AWP earlier on. He's going to be in a 1v2, and he's been crucial for Team Liquid. Any success they've had, Naf has been at the helm. He has to try and do it now once again.
Problem is, Astralis have got smokes, flashbangs, Molotovs. As soon as they get together, they're going to try and pinch up from the secret area. And Naf does, oh my goodness, this could fall apart. Device with a rare miss now, a jumping, ambitious shot there from Naf. But that now suggests that the bomb is free and they can go pick it up. Magus can even plant off this one. Can't even shoot the vent out at this point. This is the last round, there's no saving here. Molotov down, and I don't think there's any chance he can win this with the AWP. It doesn't feel like the AK, sure, maybe he's got a chance, but he'll just have to go for the defuse now. He's going for the full commitment, but there it is. It will be Device to finish things off. Very well played by Astralis there in the 2 versus 1. Certainly could have fallen apart now for a chance, but the AWP, not the ideal weapon. Goes for the full defuse, pretty much all he could do there. And it will be 9-6. I can't stress enough how good that was looking for Team Liquid, but they needed to win this half. It's such a CT-sided map, but that could be enough. You win the pistol, you bring it back to 9-9. But remember, this is Astralis' pick, and they've looked so scary on the CT side of every single map they play. They haven't dropped a single map this tournament, and I don't think they're planning on doing so at this juncture. We'll have a look at the stats while we're here. Glaive was 17, Device 10. It's going to be Twister. Look at the ADR he's posting. He's trying to do everything he can to wake this team up. 19 kills, 10 deaths. Great performance from him. Instrumental in their success. But once again, just relying too heavily on their individual stars than the team looking good as a unit. And that's what we need to see. Liquid need to start enjoying this final and start working together. As we get into the first round, Glaive pulls out the CZ. Great for shutting down upper rushes. They'll have a smoke as well to just block their vision. It's a nice little combo. And this looks like maybe faster play from Team Liquid. They're going to nade out the door, smoke towards main entrance and just rush upper. But like I said, that CZ so good at shutting things down, gets 2 kills, but there is still a chance in the 3-on-3.
Yeah, Bomb is going to go down. Naf's gone back, actually going to take the fight with Zipex over at ramp, trying to bail Nitro out of danger, and they might be able to find it. They're hounding it down. They've missed everything, but finally, he's able to get the second kill. Taco chimes in with one more. It all comes down to Dupree. 1 versus 3. Bomb on the back of Naf and plenty of time to play around with. They're going to take the bomb down here towards the B-bomb site. Dupree, he's been such a talking point when it comes down to Astralis. He's been their key player. Can he find anything in this 1v3, or is this how Liquid start to get back in to this matchup? So far away. No kit to play with. Time ticking down. There should be no way for him back into this round, Henry. He's going to drop into the vents. There is a man watching it, and that man is Nitro. There we go. Liquid find the pistol out, a much-needed confidence boost, and a good start here on their T side, 7-9. And a chance now, if they can convert the next 2 rounds as well, to equalize things out.
They've won both pistols here on Nuke. Currently 9-7 down, but that's exactly what they needed. Oh, there's a bit of bad news, though, Harry. Astralis have brought out 4 HE grenades. You know what that means. As you stated before, they did over 1,000 damage with utility in the first half of Dust 2. These nades could be deadly. Where will they go with them? I'd assume outside, but no one there, so Team Liquid is safe.
Yeah, those nades actually don't find anything. One of the first times we've seen Astralis kind of stack up 4 or 5 nades in one place. It doesn't work out for them. Now they're going to slow right down. Liquid don't want to risk running into any sort of a stack. They're going to try and force Zipex off of ramp. He has to retreat. He now has Device here to back him up. They're going for the bait and switch. Zipex goes running back. Device holds close. They're not going to check for him. Device manages 2. The trade's there. And Taco, 3 quick kills, 4 kills. This is what we want to see from Taco. He's waking up right now. Glaive's going to fall as well. And Liquid, there's an 8th round. That's some confidence the way of Taco and the way of Liquid as they lock in an 8th round.
Brilliant stuff there from Taco. That's what we need to see. Him getting stuck in, showing no fear, no mercy, as he jumps through the windows and just eviscerates everyone on the other side there. It was a big round. Getting past Astralis, CZ and Armor is no easy feat. Been a quiet game from Taco so far, but that should light the fire beneath Liquid now. Full eco for Astralis. Just 1 P250. Liquid need to guarantee to keep 5 players alive. I can't stress that enough. The finances in the first half were a bit of a disaster towards the tail end. But this one should be very clean indeed. Say should with bated breath. We'll see what Dupree can do.
Yeah, this is scary. Oh, Elige is going to sense something's up, so Dupree goes down. That could have very, very quickly transpired into something. This is looking good from Liquid. They're keeping this round clean. That's what they had to do. It's just Device and Glaive left alive. And Glaive now going to fall. Device 1v5. It doesn't look like they'll be finding any damage today. Unless Device tucked away here. They are going to check for him, but Twist is able to correct his aim. That's the 9th round secured, and they keep all 5 players alive, Henry. Now they're poised. At least good financially, looking at the future.
Got a bit of buffer room here. A couple of rounds they can afford to lose and still have money to buy. Bonus situation coming through. Liquid, the SMGs and 3 AKs. The Device brings out the AWP for the first time. Slight caveat to it with the lack of armor. Called that glass cannon. Means he's very fragile, but can still do a tremendous amount of damage. Round number 19. If Liquid can win this and take the lead, the whole arena is going to start believing. We'll see what they can do. They have got the advantage in the sense there's 3 players of our helmets. Those SMGs with the run and gun potential can do a lot of damage here. It's Naf and Nitro to wield those, so watch out for that. In terms of their setup right now, very slow default. Waiting for the initial CT utility to be deployed. And here comes their play. As we discussed, almost every team will run this strategy. Smokes towards outside and focus towards those secret steps. Don't necessarily have to take anyone down there, but if you do, it's going to force out a CT rotation. That's what the game is all about here. Believing that the CTs might take the bait. Then he can go back towards upper, or fully commit with the smokes and send 4 people down towards those back steps.
Well, they've thrown it out. What is the decision going to be? Device, he's posted up down in secret. He knows what's going on, and actually Elige sneaking a buy outside here. Glaive is close. They're so close to one another. In fact, Elige just going to miss the timing. Now goes through. Glaive drops that smoke. Elige hears everything. He's got all the information right now as to what's going on, and this could be the linchpin, the thing that kickstarts this round, really. For Team Liquid, he snuck by. He knows that Glaive's there, and Elige.
Oh no, that was his chance.
He's in the back. There's Zipnik's going down. Answer, though, there's the response from Dupree and Magisk. And oh, my goodness. Dupree shuts down 3. Nitro going to try and do what he can. And a 1v2. Oh! He's pulled it back. 1v1 now, and 1 man left to topple. It's going to be Glaive. Nitro gets them all. And there's the round for Liquid. It was looking dangerous at one point in time, Henry, but they get back on top of things. Good recovery from Nitro.
That's what they needed. That shuts down Astralis, sends it to an eco, and Nitro finally showing us some world-class form in this grand final. He's been so quiet up until this point. It looked like the round was done. It was just a formality at that point when he goes down, but the AK comes out after taking down Dupree, and he runs away with it. A misplay from Device. He didn't have to be part of that battle whatsoever. Play the clock. Glaive had that one, but there it is. It will be CZ again, 10-9 in favor of Liquid. They've got the full buy, they've got the orb. Up against just pistols here. Astralis yet to post around in the second half. We're currently 4-0.
Ooh, Nitro off with that initial kill. Magisk tries to go through, and he's going to fall as well. Naf in with one more. Liquid looking more like a well-oiled machine right now. Maybe Naf gets caught out. He is going to fall. There is still a chance. Zipek's very, very proficient with this CZ. That was the bomb drop. Nitro going to stick around. Not going to take that fight anymore. They can go back and retrieve these AKs, but Taco's there to mop up the first. It's all onto Glaive. And he's hidden away. He's going to be allowed to scavenge the rifle. Taco goes back to check it. He's going to go down, and now Glaive 1v2. Elige and Nitro left to deal with. Glaive, of course, just losing that one-on-one. The way of Nitro now has his shot at revenge here in the 1 versus 2. They have a crossfire set up. Glaive going to go pushing on in, and Nitro wants to try and topple him again. He's going to do it. Liquid now grabbing the lead, 11-9.
Wow, they've managed to win both pistols at this point. Finally, some clutches working out in their favor, but this is where it really counts. Astralis now with the full buy. They've got the armor, they've got the grenades, they've got the AWP, the defuse kits, everything's there. And Team Liquid will be truly tested at this point. Both teams with the rifles required, no SMGs brought into round number 21. Nitro will have to dance with Device outside, but it's a fast play. I like this. Trying to get towards upper bomb side, but Dupree's just spraying down death from above. A missed shot from Device gives them an opening here. 3 versus now 1, as Taco has to try and clutch out once again.
This is not going to be easy for him. The bomb's down. Device up in heaven. Glaive close, and Zipek's in the back line. Device retrieves the... Taco retrieves the bomb. Going to go falling back, but he walks the way of Zipex. He does fall, and Astralis, they're going to find a 10. That change of pace from Liquid, you love to see it. You like to see them try and throw it in, but Dupree just too strong.
Yeah, I thought that was the best call. That seemed like the perfect play to make. Lots of teams just run defaults in this map or set pieces. You occasionally throw in a rush like that. Just when you know Astralis are recovering, maybe trying something else out, bringing the AWP out, for example, that's when you want to try the fast-paced approach. But you can see what comes with the fast-paced attacks is you don't have everything covered. You're not going to have Molotovs on top of the hub. They're not going to be good flashbangs being deployed. You're just going in and hoping mistakes are made, and that really doesn't work out for them. That's the first round Astralis have posted here on the second half. Big reset potential here. And we'll see if Team Liquid can find it. And they can reset them at this point. It's looking very likely they could take map number 2. Astralis tied things up, though. We could be going the full distance. Towards outside they go. No smokes deployed just yet. Device holding defensively towards CT spawn.
Yeah, he's not too keen on getting stuck in right now. Instead, yeah, playing that more passive role. He does have support from Glaive, who's also here. Smokes go down. Nitro sneaking on through. leading that charge, the spearhead to this approach. They're going to get down through Secret. Device nor Glaive have seen or heard anything. You do have Dupree down on this B-bomb site. He's about to be the first point of contact. Can he get anything done? He's been so good in these opening duels, and he's tagged up Nitro. He's faded away. He's done the damage, and now he waits for rotations to come through. Elige going to lead the charge. Dupree, good for one. Trade there straight away, but then there's Taco in the meantime putting in work. He's going to find that frag towards outside. Now rejoins the rest of the gang, perhaps down here towards B. It's Zipex over at the ramp. Trying to make a stand. He's been smoked off the angle. Taco's good for another kill now, and he's going to stick around. Zipex does manage to shut him up at least. Bomb goes down towards B. Magisk in the vent, spotted out by Naf. He's going to win that fight. Now into the 2-on-2, the post plant. Zipex out from the ramp. Magisk in the vents. Liquid, they need nerves of steel, but they're going to fall. It's Nitro in a 1v2 once again. It's all on his shoulders. Oh my goodness, Nitro! This man's a sharpshooter, all right. 1v1. Here's Magisk on the bomb. Magisk is second, and Nitro's going to be fast here. He sees him, but he's not able to find it. Magisk wins the round. And now we're all tied up, 11-11.
That was absolutely everything there for Nitro. If he wins that round, if he somehow makes it work, he resets Astralis, finds him the lead again. But unfortunately, he didn't play out like that at all. That was a 4 versus 2 in favor of Liquid there. Taco did so much work at the flanks. You can see him finding all the picks required, and that amazing shot from Nitro still wasn't enough. It's Magus. He's won so many clutches in this grand final so far. I think that's his 4th at this point. He goes to the full defuse, gets the frag as well, and we've got a bit of treat for round number 23 here. Dupree's bring out the auto shotgun, pretty much the only map we see it on, and it's going to be used in an upper bomb site, I'm sure, to great effect. There won't be a force buy from the North American squad here. They're going to bring out CZ to take a bit of a tactical timeout as we tie things up at 11-11. Round 23 for Device. Their money's not stable, though. Oh, it is the force buy. I take it all back. I thought they were just going for pistols, but the AKs come out. It's actually not too bad. 1 Galil, 3 AKs. I assume 1 pistol there. That's going to be for Naf. Lack of utility. Taco with no armor. Presumably wants to give that AK to Naf, considering that. We'll see how he handles himself.
Dupree and Magisk up here on top of the heart damage done early on to Naf. He doesn't get by outside. Dupree, you just can't get past him. Elysian with the reply does find Magisk, but Dupree, he just keeps on shutting them down time and time again. It's Twist. 1v3, not meant to be. That round incredibly fast for Astralis as they managed to get on top of things very, very quickly there. And now that money, the force buy for Liquid did not pan out in the slightest. They're going to be back to Eco.
Yeah, the financial management there really backfiring. They went for it. The aggressive play towards the upper side, but they've tried it twice now. If they're going to go towards upper, I really believe they need the Molotov on top of the hut. They need the flashbangs because Dupree, he's just hitting every single shot right now. The coordination seems off with the timings between the squeaky door and that hut, and he's just finding a shooting gallery. They're not even looking up as they run out. I really think they need to have more detailed, intricate strategies there, but still, partial buy with the upgraded pistols. They're going to have CZs, Deagles, a bit of utility. Nafly with the armor as well. He's got a little bit more cash than his teammates, but it's 12-11 on the CT side of Nuke. Sure, both pistols and some massive clutches, but this is where they've really got to grind out the rounds. Astralis starting to build up their own bankroll now. Presumably this will be a clean round, but Magus has been tagged up, but so has Taco and Twist. They haven't got much map control as they start to head towards ramp, and Device sends out a lovely headshot there towards Elige.
There's Zipex, he's standing here alone. He's going to back off the angle. They're very, very fast with these pistols, hounding him down, chasing him onto the ramp. But he lines up everybody. He manages to find them all. Astralis, they keep 5 alive, and that's going to be more money in the bank. The buy comes in for Liquid. And this is where the going really does get tough. They have to get back into this game here and now. They put everything into this round. Nitro does have enough if he wanted to don the AWP glass cannon. This is where they need full support. Liquid, such an important round, 11-13. Money's running low.
See what they can bring to the table here, Harry. 5 AK-47s. They've got the utility required, but they haven't been using it efficiently. They drop the smokes outside, but they keep going towards upper and ramp, and that's where they're finding dupreeh and then Zipex in the ramp room, and it's just falling apart. They were 5-0 up, but they've lost 4 rounds in a row. Very similar to the first half. They were 5-1 up there, and then it all started to crumble once the game stabilized. And that just goes to show you Astralis aren't relying on individual performances. They aren't relying on huge clutches. They're just a better unit right now. And when both teams are equally matched in terms of the weaponry and the utility, they're coming out on top.
Well, this one looks like it might be a bit of a change of pace from Liquid, but Glave's actually made his own change. He's gone aggressive here. He's pushed up. They have to check for this. This could be an opener, and Alige going to find it. That's the start they needed. Now Device to try and topple outside. He stands here alone. Flash goes over support. Looking like it might come in from dupreeh. Actually hops down in towards that B bomb site. Device still sticking around, going to tag up Nitro. Keeps on pushing forward, and now he's found Twist. Device! He's just lining them up outside. Alige finally shuts him down, but so much damage done by one man. Alige and Nitro both brought to their knees. Naf with that frag onto Magis, though. He's giving them away back in at 2 this round.
Yeah, Magis exploring there for information, not really required. He had the auto shotgun, want to get tucked in towards lobby, maybe go for a flank. It's going to be dupreeh to be dropped as well, but there's one man left in their way, and he's one of the best in the business when it comes to these sort of situations. Zipex left in the 1 versus 3, but surely now they've got the read on him, they avoid him at all costs. Stay away as he'll be taken down. I thought he had the chance of the headshot there. Great round from Team Liquid. Glaive likes to chain things up with the outside positioning. He goes more aggressive. You can see good smokes deployed by Team Liquid. Buys them space to check the spot. It was Alige with the awareness. He gets dinked in the process, but they get the opener. The reaction comes through from Astralis, and they run away with the round. 3 players to survive as well, but that's the loss bonus once again removed. After losing 4 rounds in a row, they were due $3,400 into the next round, but now, if they lose one, just $1,400. Even after these great shots from Device, it wasn't quite enough. Round number 26, we are at least going the full distance here. If you're just joining us, it's a best-of-5 grand final here in Dallas. First map was 16-1, a brutal affair for Liquid, but this is much better. As Twist goes quickly down towards the secret step tip. It will force out a rotation, actually 3 players operating very quickly, and dupreeh knows it. Great grenade, though. Doesn't do too much damage. Twist able to avoid it, but the smoke is down. At least buys some breathing room for Astralis here.
Yeah, dupreeh's done well. Zipex here as well to help him out, and now the Team Liquid now want to take control of outside. Nitro now given some range to work with the AWP. Glave's back here in CT. Nitro spots him, just going to miss the timing there. And that's actually freed up Device to rotate around to try and combat this AWP that's outside. Flash goes over. Who's going to win this fight? Nitro and Device locked in a standoff. Nitro going to try and get himself up on top of red. Device very, very good at these flicks, and there it is, but no, Nitro's going to land it. Man advantage taken for Liquid. Nitro's still hungry for more. He's even spotted Glaive, I think that is, over there towards Hell. Zipex up in the heavens.
They've got the man advantage, but time is not on their side. 30 seconds, they still need to find a bomb site here. They'll be going towards upper. Magis poised to get a couple of frags. There's the first, but surely traded out. Nice work by Taco. Zipex can't get anything done. It's down to Glaive now to try and deny the plant. Can't do it. That should be the round now, as dupreeh has to swing it from the main entrance. He could take the bomb down there. It's not going to happen. The plant comes in. The trade comes through, and it will be Team Liquid tying things up at 13-13, and money is in the bin for the Danes. That was absolutely massive for Team Liquid there. The AW pick from Nitro opened things up. They go for the split from lobby and the main entrance, and that's much better. You can see they're using the utility. The flashbang's coming in. It's not comfortable for Magis to get 2 frags. They take the flash to the face, has to turn around. The trades are there, and now it's a full eco. In terms of money, Astralis is going to get $2,400 into the next round. They'll have a bye, but they'll be 14-13 down. It will be do or die time. Team Liquid now in touching distance of taking the second map.
This is the Liquid we wanted to see. This is the final we wanted to see. Taco's over here towards ramp. Zipex is there. He's going to get spotted. It doesn't find him anything just yet. But as you say, Harry, that round in the previous was so important for Liquid. They should be taking the lead here, unless Astralis can manage something truly remarkable with these 2 pistols that they've actually upgraded. Taco's been spotted, doesn't lead to much. They're taking this round so slowly. They know what's at stake. They don't want to risk throwing anything away. You know how proficient Astralis are with these pistols. You don't want to give them any room to work with. And there's Naf burning out Dupree. What a man to find early on. He actually had the CZ as well, so now just the PT-50 on Magis to actually inflict that much damage. Zipex is here on the ramp. Taco's going to go pushing in and been able to elude them for the time being, but now his luck runs dry. Magisk 1v5, this is not happening for him.
It's certainly not. Liquid have done it. They'll take the lead back. 3 rounds in a row for them now on the T side after losing 4. All 5 players will survive as well. They're pretty much set for the rest of this game in terms of the finances. They'll actually save quite a lot of utility and the AWP, so it's quite a huge deal. May just trying to cause any sort of dent he can in the last few seconds here. The bomb's going to be planted, and Alige will find him. This is looking good now for the North American squad. 16-1 against them in the first map. They needed to wake up. They need to work as a team. And this is much more like it. No pause coming in here. Like I said, $2,400 per player. There's enough for an AWP device. But none of them have helmets. None of them have kits. Bare bones utility. A few smokes, 1 incendiary. No HE grenades. And the pause has been called. How are they going to operate here? Liquid having did a great job towards outside. Nitro actually besting device with the AWP a couple of times here. Didn't think I'd be saying that after the performance on Dust. Nitro just couldn't get any shots connected whatsoever with that weapon. But we did say, going towards Nuke, it's slower map. It's more methodical, reliant on smokes and not just brute force. That's where Nitro's really having a resurgence here. Just so they've got 25 kills for Twist, at least 22, posting big numbers here. Round 28. We'll be starting any second now. There's the final kill from Alige in the previous anti-eco. Starting to enjoy themselves now. We didn't see any smiles in the first map. Looking more comfortable. And now with the lead in the very last few rounds here of Nuke.
Wow, they've thrown out the nades early on to break Squeaky. This time Glaive is outside, but I think Nitro spotted him. He's homing down the angle. He suspects that something might be up. Glaive is there. This is such an important round for Team Liquid. There is no more money for Astralis if they lose this one. So this could be the round that does it all for the hometown heroes. Once again, focusing on this outside control. They throw out those smokes, the barrage utility, the wall that goes down. That's the divide and conquer mentality. Zipex now can't help out. Glaive is left to fend for himself over here in secret. And he has been smoked off for the time being. Molotov goes through. Nitro peeking over the top, hasn't seen him. Glaive is playing with fire though at this point in time. So many bodies on the other side of this smoke. It's going to start to dissipate. Most of Team Liquid falling back, but Alige is still there. And this standoff, this is something that shapes this round. This shapes whether or not Liquid finds success or disaster. And Glaive lying in wait. He's going to fall at the hands of Alige. That's the start they needed. Man advantage taken now for Liquid.
You can see now Liquid waking up. They're not panicking in these scenarios. They're going through the defaults, finding the picks, but Zipex waits at the main entrance. Will he be traded out? That's the question. Alige needs to get him. He does, but Dupree's got 2 in front of him. The double spray down is real. 20 seconds remaining as Astralis fight back 2 for Nail. 3 versus 1 here. Alige is good, but he just hasn't got the time to work with. Needs to find that bomb. And 3 kills. Device takes him down and keeps the dream alive for Astralis. They needed to keep numbers up there as well. 3 players will survive. And Alige, he opened things up. He couldn't close them down. There is another buy, of course, for Liquid. Plenty of cash in. Nitro of $8,000, 5K for Alige. That's still significant investment required. Dupree saves the day with the double spray down there. Great timing from Device to finish things off. And he'll have the AWP again in round number 29 here. 14-14. Couldn't be closer. Overtime certainly on the cards here.
It most definitely is. Nitro's actually leading the charge outside. Glaive, you can see, posted up once again. And Astralis, they've been adapting well at dealing with this outside pressure from Team Liquid. They've slowed right down. Going to be throwing out the iconic outside smokes. They're going to go out and actually... I've thrown the wall. They're going to use this to try and get by with all 5 players here. There is still Device down in secret. Glaive lying in wait in the warehouse. Liquid with bated breath, they're gonna walk away. Device into the moors they go. First kill found, Device trying to get out of trouble. They go through. He's even tagged up a Legion. No one in a position to trade. Man advantage taken by the Danes. Glaive's gonna hear these rotations as well, back up to outside. He's in such a good position to do so much damage. They don't check it. Elige gonna go down. Glaive lines up another. He's hitting this one home for Astralis right now. It all falls to Nitro. 1v4. Dupree gonna finish him, and Astralis, they will reach map point.
Oh my goodness, Glaive, that was so filthy from the garage. Every shot just so precise, great positioning, so calm, so disciplined. And Team Liquid, they're gonna really struggle to take this one to overtime. We said the money was good before, but they spent most of it at the AWP. They're gonna have on average about $2,500 per player for round number 30 here. And look how good this was. Not a single mistake made here. This is a perfect series of kills. Glaive just proving that in-game leading doesn't necessarily stifle your fragging. He's so good in that department as well. And that's what you need to be, I think, a world-class #1 team. An in-game leader that can keep up with the pace of your stars as well and have those huge moments, especially in grand finals where he seems to deliver time and time again. And here it comes. A very, very difficult round for Liquid. They have to force buy here. There's no other option. It'll be CZs, SMGs, maybe one rifle in the form of Galil. That's not even coming out. 4 pistols, 1 SMG. A must-win round and take us to overtime. What is the play here? Do you go for something fast? You try and go for the outside smokes? Time will tell, but Astralis with a huge advantage here and looking poised to take map number 2.
Yeah, this is it. This is the round, and as you say, Liquid, they've had to just cobble something together. Damage done early on onto Naf. Liquid, though, they've been very, very proficient with these pistols. Overtime still feels very likely. But they have to first get by Device. Right now, he's sat outside, looking pretty. About to have players come his way. Spots the first, smoke's there. There's a tiny gap in it. Almost gonna land that shot to Elige, but doesn't quite pull the trigger. So now, Liquid, they've thrown down these smokes. They're gonna be waiting over here towards ramp. Zipex, he's what stands between them and ramp for him. He's gonna get flashed off the angle, makes his retreat. He's gonna try and get away. He does manage to escape. They've gone right by him, and now they're gonna take the fight onto Device. There's the first kill coming in for him. More players coming his way. Oh! He's not done yet. He smites them down with a CZ. Taco's gonna manage one, but the bomb's dropped, and 1v4 open hand. It all comes down to Taco to try and keep Liquid in this one. There's a shot onto Dupree. But down beneath him, Magic's gonna finish him off. Astralis, they win the second map, 16-14. What a performance, Henry. What a performance from both teams. Liquid are waking up.
Certainly are, but the problem is, Harry, that they win both pistols. They've had some huge clutches go in their favor, and still, it's not enough. Astralis are looking too strong. Sure, it's much better than 16-1, but the gun rounds where it really counts, they need to start grinding them out more. They can't rely on the individual performances single-handedly, and both pistols, well, converted to 3-0s. I thought that was their map. It felt like it was. But for now, Harry, it is going to be 2-0 in our best of 5. We'll go to a break and be back with the analysts.